Primetime local news, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Hello and welcome to Primetime Local News. My name is Thomas Wildman and thank you for joining us. The Terry Fox Run is coming up next month in Lloydminster at Bud Miller Park. Registration for the run will begin at 9 a.m. with the run itself beginning at 10 a.m. People are encouraged to sign up and run, walk, or bike for cancer research.
Yeah, for sure. So this year the Terry Fox Run is coming up on Sunday, September the 15th, and runs will be held right across the country, but we're very excited to host one here in Lloydminster once again, and we're very fortunate to have a beautiful location. Our run is at Bud Miller Park.
Last year, the Lloydminster Terry Fox Run exceeded its goal. Run organizer Heather Clagis hopes the city can show their support for the run once again this year.
Well, our goal for the Lloydminster Terry Fox Run is to raise $10,000. We were very fortunate last year because we exceeded our goal. We raised over $11,000 last year. So this year we're just hoping for amazing support once again from the community.
Not only are donations of money important, people are also welcome to donate bottles of water as well as food items like granola bars, and everybody is encouraged to participate in the run to keep Terry Fox's legacy alive.
It's so important to take part in the Terry Fox Run if you can, because it keeps that marathon of hope and the spirit of Terry Fox alive. And the importance of raising funds is to help with research, because the Terry Fox Foundation, they support a lot of different research projects which help find cures for cancer.
Anybody interested in volunteering at the Terry Fox Run can send a message to the Terry Fox Run Lloydminster Facebook page. Big Brothers Big Sisters Lloydminster is rolling out their school mentoring program for the upcoming school year. Our Callan Dunlop reports on the program.
Today I'm joined by Jacqueline Weed with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and today we're talking about the school mentoring program, which is coming up fast. To start, can you talk to me a little bit about what this school mentoring program is?
Yeah, so this is a program we've been running for just about 20 years. We have usually about 6 or 7 partner schools in the area. And what we do is we provide mentors to children in those schools for 1 hour a week. So the mentor is matched with the child, picks them up in their classroom, does activities with them at the school for an hour. So that might be play board games, it might be puzzles, it might be playing on the equipment at the school, but just doing fun activities with them, which we provide for you. And then the child goes back to their class and the mentor goes back to their day.
You mentioned how the program has been here for over 20 years. Can you speak to how it's changed over the years?
Well, during COVID, we had to go to virtual mentoring, but we had some very flexible mentors that hung with us throughout that. The schools have always been flexible as well. I guess the biggest change we've seen is just the number of kids that could benefit from having someone in the schools to come and meet with them. There's always a waiting list, just like our Big Brother Big Sister program. And so now would be a great time if people are thinking they might have an hour a week during their day. We could get the paperwork started so that they're ready for the school year.
For those interested in mentoring, are they able to pick and choose, or what is the process like for picking these subjects?
Yeah, so for any of our programs, when people come in, we have a chat with them through the interview and application process, and just kind of figure out time-wise what is the best fit for them, whether they do the in-school mentor program or the Big Brother Big Sister program, and then we kind of tailor their screening and training to that. For the in-school mentor program, it's very flexible. The schools, you go between school hours. So some people go on their lunch hour, some people go first thing in the morning. It's just whenever you have that hour in your day to go and meet with that child.
Lastly, can you speak on how Big Brothers Big Sisters is doing for this year?
So right now we have 40 matches, but as well, we have 29 kids on the waiting list. So we can always use mentors in all capacities for all of our programs. Our Big Brother Big Sister program runs year round. So, and that involves meeting with a child that you're matched with evenings, weekends, according to your schedule, and doing activities that interest both of you and having a ton of fun.
That covers all of my questions today. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk about this.
This August 17th and 18th is Alberta Open Farm Days, where agricultural operations across Alberta allow the public to tour their facilities. And I got the chance to talk to a local farm about what they are doing for Open Farm Days. Today I'm joined by Charlotte Wasilic, a member of Chatsworth Farm, and she is here today to talk about Alberta Open Farm Days, which Chatsworth Farms is going to be a part of. And so thank you so much for joining me today, Charlotte.
Thanks very much for having me on again, Thomas. I always appreciate it.
And for those who are unaware, what is Alberta Open Farm Days?
So Alberta Open Farm Days has been around in the province of Alberta for now over a decade. And this is our farm's 5th year participating. And the whole idea of the event is to invite those, whether they're our neighbors who live just down the road or anyone who lives in the city 2 hours away from the farm, to come out to the farm and discover what we as farmers do. And each farm or agritourism or ag business operation will have different things that they hope to share and offer to all of their visitors. So for our farm, we do a lot of guided tours. That's what we started out with, and they've become a fan favorite. And then throughout the years, we've added new elements and activities. And this year we're adding cooking demonstrations. We have some wagon rides going on. We've got some new interactive and hands-on activities, but some of those mainstays that people have really loved over the years, including our barbecue, our artisan farmers market, garden tours, those are all coming back. So each farm will have something different to share, but that's what we've got going on at our farm this year.
And what are some of the animals and things that people will see if they come to Chatsworth Farms for Alberta Open Farm Days?
We're a family farm and we're a mixed farm. So we've got animals from cattle, sheep, ducks, geese, chickens, and turkeys. We've also started raising pigs, and then we've also got our dogs. Of course, we've got the horses. So those are the animals that people will be able to get up close and personal with, learn about their life cycle, some of the breed history of a lot of those specific animals, and then what their role and their purpose is on our farm. So one of the things I always like to say for those tours is our farm isn't a petting zoo. We're a working farm. All of our animals have a very important role, and giving people the knowledge and answering their questions about maybe how many piglets a sow can have, or what the gestation length is of a cow. So those are all of the different things that we touch on or answer questions about, so that people can get more information about what goes on a farm and what we as farmers do.
And Charlotte, could you tell us a little bit more about the artisan farmers market that you guys are going to be hosting?
Our market has been growing. We started out in our very first Open Farm Days. It was just us and a couple others. And now we're over 25 artisan vendors. And these vendors, I think if you're to come to a market, you won't get all of these vendors all together at once. You can only find them in one spot at our farm. And we have vendors, yes, from Lloydminster, from Wainwright, Vermilion, Edmonton, all over the province. So they're going to be coming out, and you can find everything from leatherworks, copper jewelry. We're going to have some breweries. The list goes on and on. We're also having a few food vendors coming out from Lloydminster. We've got ice cream and bubble tea. We're really excited to incorporate those. So we're looking forward to having a really beautiful day, and there's really something for everyone. And the market is going to be so incredible this year. I'm so happy with all of the vendors who are going to be attending.
And finally, Charlotte, when is Alberta Open Farm Days? And if people would like to get some more information about your guys' farm, as well as Alberta Open Farm Days in general, where can they go to find that?
We're hosting on Saturday, August 17th from 11 until 5. It's out at our farm, and to find all of the details, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, on X, and you can also go to our website, chatsworthfarm.ca, and that'll have all of our information, the schedule, the list of those market vendors, everything you need to know. And then for Overall, Alberta Open Farm Days, visit their website and you can find an interactive map of where all the farms are participating. Also in Vermilion, we've got the Old School Cheesery hosting, and this is their first time hosting their own. Usually they're part of ours with the market, but they're opening up their beautiful cheesery for people to be able to tour. So come out to the Vermilion area, stop at our farm first and then go to the cheesery, or vice versa, and you'll have a fantastic time. And one of the things that we always recommend when you come out to our farm, read the FAQs. We've got a lot of good information, because one thing that you'll notice, we love animals, but we don't allow people to bring their pets for the safety of our animals. So just take a look at some of those details, and then we'd love to have you out. We do have registration open. So just like going to a festival, you can purchase your tickets in advance. Admission is free, but it's just to give us a really good head count so that we can be prepared for our barbecue and parking and things.
Thank you so much for all the information today, Charlotte, and we look forward to another great Alberta Open Farm Days.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Thomas.
Artificial intelligence continues to become more prevalent in everyday life. Stacey Comer has more on its impact on divorce and separation proceedings.
It's that time of the week again where Stephanie Jobson joins us. Stephanie is a lawyer, mediator, and online educator. Henke Divorce Law and Mediation offices in Edmonton and Lloydminster. Stephanie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks as always, Stacey. Nice to see you.
We have a very interesting topic today, and it's one we haven't touched on before, but something that has become very important in the way people deal with almost everything today, and that is AI, artificial intelligence. So first of all, just in case there are people out there who aren't aware, let's talk a little bit about what artificial intelligence is.
Yeah, Stacey, that's a great place to start. We've all been hearing so much about AI for the past couple of years, and now we know it's here to stay. This isn't just a fad. This is something that is so daunting to learn about, and it's really just a complex area. So AI, or as you said, artificial intelligence, refers to the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines. So in this case, we talk about computer system. So AI enables machines to perform tasks that usually require human intelligence, things like learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, and language understanding. There's various types of AI, and we're not going to get into that today. It's really a developing field, and I'm sure it is going to take over technology in the coming years. That's for sure.
Well, let's talk about the impact of AI on divorce. There are a number of different ways that this can happen, but let's just generalize a little bit about how this can affect divorce.
Yeah, it's definitely a complex topic, and we're not going to cover every way that it impacts divorce, but there's some positive sides, and then there's some challenges, of course. So on the positive side, it can be great legal assistance. So great AI tools can help to streamline legal processes. It already has helped us to automate certain document preparation, and it also provides some insights for lawyers, making divorce proceedings more efficient, so more time efficient, and even more cost efficient for clients. So that's a really positive thing for AI. Also, data analysis. So AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data related to divorce cases, which may help to predict outcomes or trends in divorce settlements. I was just on a webinar last week where it was all to show lawyers how the impact of AI and its ability to analyze vast amount of data. So, and to summarize it in very succinct ways. So that's great. Also, thirdly, emotional support. So you wouldn't think so, but AI chatbots can offer emotional support and guidance to individuals going through divorce. Complementing, of course, the traditional therapy and counseling services. So there's a couple that you might want to check out. One's called WYSA. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, WYSA, and another one is called WOBOT, WOEBOT. So on the challenges side, we've of course got some privacy concerns. AI technologies used in divorce proceedings may raise concerns about data privacy, especially when dealing with sensitive personal information. And of course, at the end of the day, human interactions are still key. There's no substitute for that true human interaction to help with the complexities of emotional support, dispute resolution, and those sorts of things. So we can't leave everything up to AI, but there's definitely some tasks that can help us with that efficiency.
Now, there are online dispute resolution services that are available right now. So how does AI affect those services?
Well, I see online dispute resolution in a couple of different ways. One, it can mean dispute resolution services like we offer at Henga Divorce Law and Mediation, where you're resolving a dispute with a human professional using an online format like Zoom. So that's technically online dispute resolution, but we're going to differentiate that from dispute resolution services that use AI to help parties to get to resolution. So there's a couple of examples of that. Next Level Mediation is one, and Smart Settle One is another. So for our purposes today, we're going to look at the latter, which is how AI is helping to transform the online dispute resolution services industry. So it's not a replacement necessarily, but it's more of a transformation. So decision-making. AI tools can provide recommendations that assist parties in decision-making processes, like the topics that we've covered many times before, asset and debt division, parenting arrangements, and other aspects of divorce like the finances. In mediation, AI-driven mediation platforms can facilitate communication between divorcing parties, and it can help people to reach agreements in a more structured and objective manner. It can also help the mediator. We were talking earlier about analyzing information. It can really help the mediator to take that bulk of information and really dissect it down into, summarize it down into smaller bits to help gather, to analyze the information, even to understand the parties better, and to help to determine some places for resolution and some dialogue. And third, in dispute resolution, AI systems can be used to analyze communication patterns and to resolve disputes between parties that are in a divorcing case.
So lots and lots of applications, good and bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Stephanie, thank you once again for joining me this weekend. We will chat with you again next week.
Yeah. Thanks, Stacey.
We're just going to take a quick look at your upcoming 3-day forecast. It's going to be pretty cloudy for tomorrow, but still nice and warm at 21 degrees and a low of 7 for tomorrow. We'll warm up a little bit of sun for tomorrow. 21 degrees still for your high, but a little warmer of a low at 9 degrees. The low of 9 degrees will continue into Saturday, but it's going to be nice and sunny and a high of 24 degrees. And thank you for watching Primetime Local News. My name is Thomas Wildman, and thank you for joining us, and have a good rest of your day.